okay, here's one for you that's affecting hundreds of thousands of people across the country, and it's just crept into the news on Monday. And it's about the pharmacists warning about weight loss jab sales and getting your weight loss jabs online. Now, it might make sense to get your weight loss jabs online. It's actually more convenient. You can do it from your home. You just fill out a questionnaire. The cost is lower because you don't have to think of extra costs. So instinctively, it seems like a better option, doesn't it? But actually, there's some potential safety issues. So let's have a look at the article. Let's see what they've said. The National Pharmaceutical Association represents pharmacists, and they've called for tougher rules in a letter to regulators, adding it was aware of people who had previously had eating disorders, whose body weight was already low, or being wrongly prescribed these medicines. Now, that's true. I see that within my friends' GP clinics that tell me that they've had a notification from an online pharmacy or an online doctor service, and they've been prescribed these medicines, but they know this person, they know their actual weight, they know they're not meant to be prescribed these medicines. Of course, most people who are taking this medicine aren't going to be abusing it. And when you're taking this medicine online, there's the benefits I've just mentioned around cost, be able to access it more easily, be able to get delivered to you. But actually, there's a really big safety issue here. I should know because I used to run an online prescription service selling medicines. But I can tell you the inside, we don't really have that much knowledge on patients. We rely on their perspective and providing real accurate answers for us. And then we don't really know if they're checking the information. Have you really clearly weighed up the information? Most people who use online services will not even speak to a practitioner along the way. So we haven't really checked their understanding. Yes, you can tick a box at the end of questionnaires to say, I confirm I understand. But we know in reality, many people won't be checking this and thinking that this medicine is overly safe to use and not may perhaps consider the side effects. We've commoditized health to think about health can come from this injection. Yes, this injection can help people to lose weight. But even if you look at the cheapest of the costs, this is a massive cost and it's not necessarily driving your long-term health aside from losing weight. Now let's look at that. So for example, Asda are charging between 100 to 170 pounds for their weight loss injections, and they're probably the cheapest in the market. And then they've put caveats like this is going to take up to 72 weeks to see this impact. When you look at that, that's costing really £12,000 over 72 weeks. And that's the cost of taking these injections, yet still not looking towards the root cause. So I do think there's a concern about the overprescription of these medicines. The NPA, the National Pharmaceutical Association, says they need at least a 20-minute consultation. I'm not sure whether we need to put a timestamp on it. Unfortunately, what we've gone into is this kind of commoditization of healthcare, where actually you're just getting prescription, but without looking at your overall health. And I think part of that is because of a financial thing. Although the medicines may cost £100, £200 a month, people find they've got no other alternative, and there's a lack of services supporting people. Public health really isn't improving metabolic health, their weight, and people are really looking for alternatives now. And unfortunately, this is being touted as a quick win and even considered by governments and other people. And people just need to be aware that it isn't really the quick win. What are you going to do when you stop the medicines? I think that's the question that people have got to ask themselves.